making me rotate my phone. There we go. Hello. Hello, everybody. I'm not exactly sure what time it is. I put a clock here on the wall so I would know, but I just went in and checked on my stove. It says 4:20. So I know Melanie will share me over when it's my time. So not to jump ahead of anybody else, but I thought I would come on here and get started, introduce myself, and whenever she's ready to move me over, she will. Unfortunately, I couldn't get my phone to go, horizontally, so now you're gonna get this big view of my chandelier, which was not my intention. But hello, friends. Hello. I'm not sure if I'm live over in Melanie's page or not, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Here. It looks like I might be. I see a lot of numbers jumping on. So hi, my name is Tami Neff, and you're on my page called Tami Loves Vintage, and also shared over on Melanie Ferguson's Southern Crush page, where she's holding her, I believe, fourth annual. I think it's her fourth consecutive, I guess the word would be, Craftathon. So anyway, I'm excited. I've been in every one of them, and I'm excited to be back again. So today, I don't have actually a craft because I know it's a Craftathon, but I'm going to use my creativity in a different way. I'm going to inspire your creativity beyond your project. I want to inspire you to think of what you're going to do with your project when it's finished, okay? So you guys have all of these notes and all of these ideas now, and you're gonna go out and make something wonderful, and then you're gonna be like, what do I do with it? That's where I come in. So I'm gonna get started here. I'm gonna show you guys some great displaying ideas. I've got a couple little crafts that I'm gonna show you along the way, not do, but show you how to do really easy, quick. And but the first tip, you're gonna get lots of decorating tips, so I'm gonna get moving here. The first decorating tip I'm going to tell you is to go to your closet and look for a scarf. Look for a nice soft scarf. I use these scarves in decorating all of the time. Instead of a really stiff table runner, you want to try maybe having a nice soft one like this. I love having the fringe. I wish I could get my camera to go the other way, but so see how the fringe is all laid out? Okay, so I've got fringe laid out on that side. I'm gonna lay fringe out on this side, and then we're just kind of gonna move it around a little bit. I'm gonna leave it flat here in the very beginning. You know my page is called Tami Loves Vintage, and so of course I have to incorporate some vintage items. I have this beautiful silver platter. I'm going to start with that. Then it's always nice to have some risers, some lifts for the things that you're making. So I have this awesome pumpkin that we made forever ago. This lift, I have a website. It's in the link above. So you guys can find some of these items. A lot of the lifts, a lot of the greenery, a lot of the things I'm going to be showing you. The scarves will be in my Amazon link. Anyway, so there's just so much to tell you. So, okay, that's probably more like the front of this pumpkin. So we've got a lifted pumpkin. Let me show you. Let me show you. I've got just a candle just to put over here. I think I'm going to put it over here. Let's put a little candle over here. I'm going to add some greenery. Now this is just a hang down greenery pick. So we're going to plop that in and just kind of spread it across the table a little bit. Can you see that? I hate that I couldn't go vertical. I hate that. I'm going to add another this is our little hops that we got in. I just call it our hops plop because you plop it down. This is how you do it. Done. That's done. Let me pick up my candle that I dropped. I picked up 3 candles from Amazon. These are also linked in my page. You guys need to check these out. They are glass. They are battery operated. They are remote. And you can adjust the flame, how deep the color is. You can make it flicker down in the candle. They're awesome. So there's that. Then you're going to take maybe anything that you have that's orange. Like I have these flowers that I picked up at Hobby Lobby. And we're going to stick them in just like that. and you have just a really pretty little tablescape. I've got a couple of branches if you want to, you know, use whatever that you have at home. I picked up these little pumpkins at Hobby Lobby. So you're just going to sprinkle those onto whatever surface you have and fill your tray that way, and it makes it just a cute little display. Then the other thing that I would do, I brought a bucket. I had a bucket soaking all night with a 10-inch grapevine wreath. And I took it out of the water, and what it does, it makes it really pliable, really workable. So then you would take your scissor, or your, these are my gardening scissors, but you take your scissors, and then you can just put your grapevine wreaths and just kind of twine it through your project, however much you want of it. But it kind of gives you an arch up over things. It gives you a little bit of height, and so that sort of look. So there you go. So that's just a quickie, quick. You guys know we could make it even better. We could just keep going, but I have three or four other things I want to show you. So I'm going to keep moving. So that I don't run out of time. 20 minutes has always been just right. It's been a really nice goal for everybody, so I think we can do it. So, but I put a lot of ideas here on my plate, so we'll see how this goes. So here is the first one. Let me move it out of the way, completely out of the way. Okay. Now the next one, let's try a different color. So remember those scarves. Go to your closet. Instead of getting those really stiff table runners, try using these nice soft scarves. They're just wonderful, and it makes it more interesting. You know, the flat, thick table runners just don't have the action and the texture and the movement that these scarves have. So I know one of the girls made the burlap, you know, that she strung it, and that would look so cute thrown in all throughout. All of your comments, like everybody else, I promise you, I will answer every single one of them. The next one we're going to do is with a black scarf. So I have a black scarf. I'm totally going to change up the look. So here we go. We'll put down our black scarf just like the other. We'll arrange it in the end, but I want to make it flat for right now. I'm going to put a large dough bowl. These are on my website, which is at the link. You guys can look for a lot of the things there. This was the part that I unstrung from the grapevine wreath. It comes off really easily, so that's an awesome piece to use. Let me see. So we have our dough bowl. So now I'm going to smush up my scarf here and make sure that the fringes are all out at the edges just like I want them. And then we're going to do the greenery again just like before because I absolutely love that. And you guys can cut yours down. You'll take the price tag off and all that stuff. I just thought I would leave it here for you guys to be able to see that it was new. Let me see here. So I think on this one I might add, sorry, I'm out of the picture. I might add a second one. I was kind of playing with it last night just to see what I had. So I think I'm going to add a second one so that it's good from both sides. I have this pumpkin that we're actually going to give away. Melanie's going to be doing a drawing. It's a beauty. Look at this old lace I found. This is a drawer pull and some paper leaves. I left all of the fringe off of the bedspread, and it's an old bedspread with some moss, with a rusty pen. There's some moss back in there. Anyway, I made this one, and I thought that was a beauty. So that'll be like the crowning one for this particular arrangement. Now, I have these goblets. They're a great lift. They're that French gray, chippy look. Very lightweight, very inexpensive. So we'll put a pumpkin there. We'll put a pumpkin here. This one's the one I'm going to try and show you how to make if I have time here. We're going to add, to pull the black up in, we're going to add just a couple more handmade pumpkins in there. I know you guys are all learning how to do that today. Here's a couple more pumpkins just to sprinkle around. I've got a burlap up there, so I'm going to just put a burlap down here. I have creams over here, so I'm going to add a little cream colored pumpkin. Let's see, and it goes that way. Over here. Let's see here. Let's add in some vintage elements just because that's my my style. So I'm going to add an old rolling pin. I've got this little mini doorknob I'm going to put in here. I'm just trying to show you different things. You know, here's an interesting piece of steampunk like art. Here's an old bottle that we made. This will sit really nice here with this on this black. So can you see all of that? I'm hoping you guys can see all of that. Let me see here. So that gives you an idea. I mean, I've got more pumpkins and more. Oh yeah, I better stick another one like back here and then this little tiny one up front. Yeah, we need to fill it in a little bit. Now, one of the things that I want to show you is see how this bowl, and you can see down inside the bowl, see down in here, and like in real life, in person, you can see all of this stuff. I've never liked that. So one of the things that I like to do, and I forgot to show you this before, I should have done it before, but I like to put beans. These are black-eyed peas. Let me show you. Lentils are all black. They look great. White kidney beans, red kidney beans, dried beans from your store are great to put in the bottom. So I always put, you know, that like in the bottom. Now I'm going to show you the difference with these beans in here now, just so that you can see. Let me see. How was this? This was here. Did I have this plop in here? I don't think I did have a plop in this one. So, well, I've got my branch under there. It's not quite right. But see how the beans show up? And it makes, see that? You can totally see it. So that really makes it look, I don't know, finished, I guess, or a little more interesting. I can tell you one of my favorite ones is the green split peas. But when you put the split peas in, they don't last very long. That green is vibrant and beautiful. And we used them all the time, but when I would go back to clients' houses over the years, we've done this bean thing for years, but when you go back, they turn yellow on the outside if they're in like a glass vase or something. We always put them in glass vases to hide the stems, and so you don't want to do that because you have to stir them up and keep stirring them. And so everything else, I've never had trouble with mice, I've never had trouble with anything like that. So, let me see, I just have, oh, I know, we have these small dough bowls. So instead of the big one like I just showed you, we have these little tiny ones, very affordable. I filled it with little buttons, and then I set my pumpkins, just some little pumpkins in there. That's one way to do the small. Another way to do the small is these little acorns. We made acorns. You just take little squares, stuff them with fluff, fiber fill, and then you tie around the square and pull it together and hot glue an acorn cap on top. It's a fun little thing to do while you're watching TV. I love little busy projects to keep me busy. I had one of my ladies that follow me sent me this acorn that she made. She sent me a pumpkin. She sent me all kinds of things, but I thought this was interesting. It's an Easter egg. She spray painted it, wrapped it with twine, and put a little branch on it and made acorn. Those would be adorable to fill a dough bowl with. You guys would like that, I think, a lot. Here's another really cute thing that you could tuck in your dough bowls. If you ever go to Cracker Barrel, they have these cute little bottles. You can see they're just little glass bottles for syrup. Keep your syrup bottles, and we wrap those up in different colored old book pages with twine at the top, and they're a cute thing to fill in your bowls with. Like, let me show you. Of course, I've emptied my bowl now. Let me grab my medium bowl. I have a medium bowl here. Here's a medium sized. So they make all different sizes. Medium is probably my favorite. Unless you have a big table. So here's just a little bit of beans in the bottom. I'm going to put our hops plop. I call it a hops plop because there you go. I plopped it in and it's done. And the hops, they look like little pine cones, so I thought they're perfect for fall. And then this is one of our little, one of our greenery picks that are on our website. But of course you would have to cut the end off. But look how perfect that fits in there. And then so then you would tuck some of your little bottles in here. And I think that would be a really cute a really cute little fall, just an unusual fall, more interesting than your typical fall stuff. Let me see, what else do I have here? One more thing that I wanted to show you. So the pumpkin that I showed you here, okay, do I have time? I think I do. This pumpkin is so easy. It is a plastic, let me see if I can get in here. This is a plastic white pumpkin. Can you see that? It's just, actually I think this one was a color and I painted it. I made this one last year. I think it was like orange or green and I painted it white. But this one, I went to Hobby Lobby just yesterday and I bought it and it is white. I made sure I got a white one. So see that? I have kind of a glare. It's probably my window behind me. But it's a white pumpkin. All you're gonna do is take your yarn and you're gonna hot glue it. You're gonna pull the stem off. You're gonna hot glue your beginning of your yarn. And honestly, you're just gonna wrap. You're just gonna keep wrapping till you have it all covered. So here I'm not covered. Here I'm pretty covered. There's a spot. And then come over here where I was messing. Oh, there's one that's not. So okay, I need to veer over here. So what you're gonna do is just put a little dot of hot glue. Let me show you. I'll put a little tiny dot of hot glue to hold it in place. Whoops. To hold it in place so that now I can veer over here wherever I need to go. So then I'll start going this way. And you just wrap and wrap and wrap and wrap, keeping it fairly tight until you get the whole thing covered, right? Okay, then you find like, wiggle your finger to get down in there to the top where the pumpkin is. And then I want to show you. So here's the stem that I pulled out. There's right there is the little stem I threw away. I picked a stick, added a little bit of paint to it, and I thought I might put a stick in there. But then I looked in my stash and I had this unusual spindle and I thought that might make a really cool topper for the pumpkin. So all you have to do is hot glue it to make it stick. And then to make mine look like this, I used muslin shreds. You guys know how to do muslin shreds. Where's my muslin shreds? I don't know what I did with them. Shoot, oh, here they are, they fell. So you'll take your muslin shreds and I tea stained these. I ripped them, so that's why they're all stringy, but that's how you get that fuzzy look. I did 2 strips on this one. I just fold it in half and I tie a bow. Now the gal that went right in front of me had a great idea with wiring it, but I just did a bow and tied it around my stem. I probably don't have time to do all of that. But so then you just do this and you've got yourself an easy pumpkin. Here's one that I did last year with the yarn, that real braided yarn. Did the same thing. It's a white pumpkin. I just hot glued it down so that it didn't move. Wrapped it with twine. I wished I'd have left the top a little bushier. But anyway, I think I'm getting really close. I know Melanie's gonna have to shut me off because my clock says I have 3 more minutes and my stove clock said I was a lot earlier, so I don't even know what time it is. So anyway, I tell you guys what, I have appreciated being here and I hope I inspired your creativity to do something with your projects to make them look great in your home. I know that was a quickie whirlwind and I didn't really give you a project like everyone else has, but I think I gave you a lot of ideas to do with your projects. So anyway, I sure appreciate you all watching. I hope you jump over to our page, Tami Loves Vintage. You guys are gonna have a lot of people to be following, a lot of new people to find. That's what I love about this. I found so many people. When you think, you found everybody, you find somebody new. And when you click on their page, you find that like most of your friends are already there and it's like, why didn't they tell me about her? Like what? Okay, now I know, thanks friends. But there's a lot of us online and so I'm happy to be one online here with Melanie's group. I think I'm out of time. Thank you guys so much. What did you use for the pumpkins? I just used the plastic pumpkins from Hobby Lobby. And I'll answer all your questions. I promise you guys. I promise. Let me see if I can untie this real quick here. And see, here you go. There you go. It's just a white pumpkin. And I can tell you I have the tag here. It was $6.99, 40% off. in the fall 2020. The little code number at the bottom ends in 4233. There you go. That's the pumpkin that I used. It doesn't matter. As long as you paint it the same color as your yarn, because then if it splits, it won't matter so much. So looking forward to answering all of your questions. I'm going to go sit down and do that. I'm going to grab a drink of water. And I sure appreciate you guys following. And thank you, Melanie. You guys have a great day. And I'm excited to watch everybody else. See you later. Bye. Let's see. How do I shut? There we go. Bye.